Hey guys, Haynes from the Process Programming here, talking to you guys today about toes to bar and basically how to make your toes to bar more efficient. And for those of you that are still working up to the full toes to bar, just some levels before we can look to actually get in the full toes to bar. Now don't forget with the toes to bar, as always, we should have a solid understanding of the beat swing, which is the foundational movement for any kipping movement. So we're talking toes to bar, pull-ups, butterfly work, muscle-ups, bar muscle, so on and so forth. We've got to have a solid understanding. Because toes to bar requires obviously a lot of pulling and a lot of lat strength, I would suggest that we would have at least 3 to 5 strict pronated pull-ups. And like I just said, a general understanding of how to move in the beat swing. So we're going to start on the video, which has been pre-recorded. I'm just going to do a voiceover of it. The first thing we're looking at is the jump to hollow position. Now this is so important, it's such a fundamental part of it, especially when it comes to CrossFit and conditioning style workouts. We want to be able to jump straight into that hollow position, hands go onto the bar, shoulders behind the bar, feet slightly in front. Once you've done your jump to hollow and you've nailed that, the next thing we need to look at is a jump to hollow and drive to the hollow arch. So you notice we jump up to the bar, the hands go on the bar, shoulders are still behind, feet are in front, and then we just gently drive the chest forward and then gently drive back into the hollow. We're not looking for too much aggression in this position. Remember, in the kip, we are still looking for shoulders to create the position on the bar. Legs will add speed afterwards. Hips are pretty much irrelevant within the kipping toes to bar. Once you nail the jump to hollow, drive to hollow arch and drive back to the hollow, then we're gonna start looking at a kipping hanging knee raise. Now in a hanging knee raise, everyone can always bring their knees just above parallel. When we're talking about parallel, we're talking femur parallel to the floor. Now, to move to the full toes to bar, you'll notice in the video that the lower back must move into some form of flexion in order for the feet to get high enough, because the hips actually have to rise up. You can't expect to keep your torso completely straight whilst the feet touch the bar. So we've got to create a little bit more compression and flexion through that lower part of the spine. So you'll notice in the next one, I'm jumping up, hitting the hollow position, driving forward, and knees are really tucking up, trying to bring the knees towards the chest. Once you've done that a few times, the next progression is going to be a kipping toes to air, let's call it. Imagine your bar target is anywhere between 6 to 12 inches from the actual bar that your hands are on. I want you to practice this with more or less a straight-legged kick. So as you jump up, same thing again, you're always rinsing and repeating the same jump to hollow position. We jump up, hands on the bar, toes slightly in front, drive through to the hollow arch, then we drive back using the shoulders. Remember, the shoulders create the position, then the toes come up nice and high. Once you then completed a few reps with the toes to air, we then move into the full toes to bar. Full toes to bar, identical starting position. Jump to your hollow, drive to the hollow arch, use your shoulders to initiate the drive back into the hollow, then your feet will come up, touching in between the hands at the same time. Just focusing on doing single reps for now. Once you're comfortable doing those single reps, and when I say comfortable, I mean that you can nail one rep as a single rep over 20 times in a row comfortably. And it's not a strain to get your toes up there. A lot of the time what we see is people trying to get up there, and what happens is the shoulders start to swing back underneath the bar as the toes are touching. So we're not in sync, we're not fluid through our movement. As the shoulders reach the peak of the kip, the toes should also be contacting the bar. It should not be shoulders back, stop, then feet up, touch, because then you're just gonna have no rhythm coming back down. And you'll see this in our next part when we start to link some reps together. You're gonna jump up into your hollow, drive to the hollow arch, drive aggressively back into the hollow position, toes touch. Once the toes have touched, we basically want to hit the rewind button and go straight back down again. Feet will drop down, chest drives forward into the hollow arch, shoulders drive us back first, feet come up and touch the bar. Again, you don't need to go from 1 rep straight to 5, you're just going from 1 rep, now you're going to linking doubles. Once you can link doubles for 10 sets of 2, then you introduce the triples. Then we go to 4s, then we go to 5s, and we just build up over time. I hope this helps you guys. Remember, if you're struggling from a level previous, so for example, if you're still working on getting the knees all the way up to the chest, don't worry about the toes to air after that. Focus on nailing the current level that you're at with your current ability level and strength levels. Nail that, then move on to the next level. I hope this helps. do let us know if you have any questions.